3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Mystery reading number 1201. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. And thank you very much for your support, as well as your presence during this reading. I do want to start with mentioning that, well, give me 1 second. I want to start with mentioning that while I was figuring out what cards I wanted to use for this reading, I accidentally saw the Seven of Cups in reverse. Because one of the box of cards that I have, one of the ends of it doesn't have like a lid, or there's no way to close it. And so the card slid out a little bit, and the one that I saw was the Seven of Cups in reverse. Which, the Seven of Cups in general is about discernment. Being able to tell what is different, or being able to tell what is real and what isn't. When it's in reverse, this tells me that there's an illusion, or a lack of clarity, some confusion, and apparently that's true for a reason. Because I saw the number 234 on the timer. I also felt connected to the Italian word vero, which means true. There's something significant here about the truth, and your ancestors are pointing that out. I also saw a warning about somebody's confusion being taken advantage of. Yeah, I saw another sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason with the number 3, 2, 1. Somebody here needs to protect themselves from a dishonest, self-serving person. Someone here is not getting the full truth, it feels like, in a certain relationship or situation. And it's creating confusion and making it harder to tell what is real and what isn't. It could even be gaslighting, where you are questioning your own sanity when you shouldn't. Is it more likely that you're not seeing things clearly, or that somebody is being dishonest? That might be a good question to ask yourself. But getting into interpreting 1201, the number 1 is about having trust and faith, and there are 2 1s in this number, so this is a fairly decent message to have trust and faith in yourself, the universe, maybe a certain relationship or person or situation. But I would say focus more on having trust and faith in yourself and the universe. I've seen two numbers on the timer while I've been talking. The number 444 and the number 456. And 444 is connected to ancestors, I want to say past loved ones, and stability. So your ancestors are very much making their presence known to help protect you, it feels like. And the other number, 456, is just another sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason. 5 or 6 minutes into this video, we've already seen 3 different numbers, encouraging you to trust that everything happens for a reason. It's almost like this is encouragement for you to get curious, to be curious, to stay curious about the truth. What all of this means, your existence, your experiences, this life, a certain situation, a certain relationship. Specifically talking about a relationship for somebody. It doesn't feel like it's meant to last, but it is meant to teach you something. To help you learn and grow and become wiser and more discerning. So, if you were wrong or disappointed about the outcome, don't beat yourself up about it. Just let yourself be wrong or disappointed without taking it out on yourself. It's okay to feel frustrated or sad or grief. It's okay to feel negative feelings. Yeah. And for a reason, we have the number 4654. These negative feelings are supposed to teach you something or show you something. Maybe wake you up to something. They're there for a reason. Because they matter. And they have information. And to get that information, you just have to be willing to explore your own mind and heart. Maybe your soul. Do some soul searching. Really, understand who you are when it comes to how you think, what you feel, what you believe. This could be an opportunity for you to have a stronger and healthier relationship with yourself, which you do deserve. I do want to say or encourage you to have a trust and faith in what's possible, what you're capable of, and what you and the universe, or how you and the universe could work together to create or build something. I also want to encourage you to not give up. I know in the intro of my video, that's always there, that message to not give up, but I want to emphasize it here. Don't give up and take care of yourself right now. Number 2 can be confirmation of a significant relationship or situation on your mind. It can also be about your choices, making them wisely, not rushing if you don't have to, not being impulsive, just really giving yourself some time and some space to think through your decisions or a specific decision to make sure that whatever you choose to do aligns with not only protecting yourself, but also just who you are, need, and what you deserve out of life, out of your relationships, out of the people around you. The number 0 can be about recurring patterns and themes, as well as allowing yourself to put yourself first, if that's what you need to do, if that's what you feel called to do. Just allowing yourself to put yourself first without guilt, without apology. Because you are allowed to protect yourself and to be in the driver's seat of your own life. You deserve to make your decisions independently, with the trust and faith that you should have in yourself, and honestly, the universe too. As for patterns or recurring themes, these could show up in spiritual communication, like signs, messages, readings. They can show up in your experiences, in the way that things align, or they could be showing up somewhere else in some other way. Regardless, this is a call for you to pay attention to these patterns and to interpret what they mean, what information or wisdom, helpful information or wisdom, they could give you. And when you add up these numbers, you get the number 4, which, as I already established, the number 4 is connected to your ancestors and your stability, your sense of safety and security. And I just think that past loved ones, whether you knew them in this life or not, I want you to know that they're there, they're present, and they would like to offer you more comfort and whatever family is supposed to offer you, at least realistically. You know, they can only do so much because they don't exist in this reality or dimension or whatever, but I think that they want to do as much as they realistically can for you. I encourage you to pay attention to the spiritual communication or guidance that you receive or come across, but also know what messages are for you and what messages are not meant for you. Your intuition is a quiet knowing that makes you feel confident, but your fear is loud, makes you feel insecure, and messes with your sense of safety. So just wanted to put that out there to help with discernment for whoever might need it. Thinking back to the 7 of Cups, the number 7 is about wisdom and expanding your awareness and your consciousness and becoming more spiritually in tune and connected. So I really encourage you to take whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're going through, as an opportunity to not only heal, possibly, but to grow, to explore, to become wiser. That's how this could benefit you. That's how you can turn a bad situation into something better. You know, something easier to let go of or move on from, because you deserve to have peace and clarity and a real sense of direction in your life. Overall, this number has encouraged you to have trust and faith in whatever way you feel called to and whatever way feels right for you. There also could be a significant relationship or situation where it's important to be wise with your decisions. And it's okay to protect yourself, and it's also okay to not make decisions you're not ready to make. Pay attention to any patterns or reoccurring themes, and if you need to, allow yourself to put yourself first, whether you need to or you just want to. You know, there just has to be a healthy balance between giving to yourself and giving to others. Okay, so interestingly, while I was being silent, saw the number 444 on the timer because I'm recording the second segment of this video. And then when I started talking again, I saw the number 456, which I've already seen both of those numbers. Number 444 and 456. Just a reminder, number 4 is about your ancestors and stability, and 456 is about trusting that everything happens for a reason. So it seems like there's a clear focus here on what's going on at home or at work, family, or other close personal relationships, anything connected to your sense of safety and security and stability. But there are a few decks of cards on the table. We have, these are just cards that I made and wrote on the things that I just felt called to write. Same here with these index cards. And these are the Secrets of Tarot cards. And I am going to start with the tarot cards. Someone here may need to give themselves permission to relax. I'm only going to pull one of these cards. Okay, so we have a Major Arcana card. This is the Death card in reverse. And it says, the zodiac sign is Scorpio and the element of water. Stable, apply, and form. The artist wrote death of a situation or endings, new beginnings. Yeah, the Death card represents or signifies a major ending or transition. And it has the number 13 on it, which bring a couple of messages for me typically. The number 13 itself is about good luck and good fortune. Things have the potential to get better, but better may not look like how you desire or hope for. Maybe you might need to be a little more open-minded about how things could get better or change in a major way in your favor, in a way that supports your highest good and your well-being. 1 plus 3 is 4. So again, ancestors, stability. It does seem like there's someone or something that you need to let go of within you or outside of you, or some sort of change that needs to be made to protect your stability, to help you feel more safe and secure. And like I said, this is a major arcana, so it may bring you, this change could be powerful in both its good qualities and its bad qualities. So like it might make you feel really negative at first, but over time things will become really positive, a lot more positive. And let's go ahead and draw out one of these cards, not the index cards, but the other deck. And the card that I have has 2 sides. The first side says French. So maybe you're from France. Maybe there's something here about the language of French or something else related to France or French. Maybe there's something about Canada. But the other side says you deserve so much more, with the number 17 at the top. I'll keep it on this side. 1 plus 7 is 8, and number 8 is about loss, and trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. It's becoming very clear at this point that someone or something does need to be let go. A change does need to happen to honor what you really deserve out of a certain relationship or situation. Let's move into drawing the last card from these index cards. Okay. Interesting. It says life is sacred. This card to me points out really how important your decisions in life are. And wow. So I have the index cards right here next to me on the table, and there's a fan behind me, and the card on the top of the deck flew upright and is leaning on this cup, and it says, protect yourself. As I was just talking about how important your decisions are because of how sacred life is. Whatever choice brings you more protection, more safety, more security, more stability, it really feels like that is the right choice. And I saw a couple of numbers that brought messages just now about how change starts with you and trusting that everything happens for a reason. Those numbers were 122 and 123. So the idea of change is really being confirmed. And your ability to be the change that you wish to see or to make a difference is being highlighted. Whatever you do or don't do will have an impact. And you get to decide if it's going to be positive or negative, if it's going to bring you more protection and put you in a more vulnerable position, or, protects others or puts others in a more vulnerable position. I also found it interesting that we have life is sacred, and then there's the death card. Life and death. So this reading could definitely be touching on some very serious topics that should not be overlooked, especially because I just saw another sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason. With the number 2, 3, 4. Give me 1 second. Just wanted to close this window over here because there was a loud helicopter outside. But I did see a second warning about being taken advantage of, a vulnerability being exploited, being manipulated, gaslit. Yeah. That message about protecting yourself is very, very clear, to be honest. Very relevant, it feels like. Overall, this reading has encouraged you to have trust and faith, especially in yourself and the universe, what you're capable of, and what is possible for you. Don't trap yourself with fear or in fear and doubt and limit your opportunities or your potential based on maybes. You have to let yourself experience disappointment or just pain or grief or suffering in life so you can remain open to the opposite, more positive feelings and experiences. You can't have one without the other. You can't only be open to feeling one type of way but not the other. You have to be open to feeling everything that you feel without weaponizing it against yourself or getting away with the daydreaming, There is a significant relationship or situation that you are navigating, and it's really, really important to make wise decisions right now, especially to protect yourself, your time, your energy, your resources, etc. Pay attention to the patterns, the recurring themes that may be trying to tell you something and put yourself first. Your ancestors have made their presence extremely known in this reading, which really makes sense with the idea of protection. The number 444 might mean a lot to somebody. And I think you should hold on to that. The cards on the table are showing me that there is potential for a major change or transition. Maybe not easy, but necessary and worth it, because you do deserve so much more. And there was also in the back of this card, this one up here, it was the word French. So I'm going to take that if it resonates, and if it does, take it however it resonates for you. But you have been encouraged to let go with trust in the idea that loss, grief, suffering is just as temporary as gaining something and having peace, you know? You should honor your own life. I think the best way to do that is to take control and ownership over your own decisions.